In this example, we're going to represent integers using the chip model. So we've already represented integers on a number line, and another way we're going to represent them is using the chip model, which is going to be useful when we're learning how to do operations on integers. So observe the two images below. These both have a total of 5 chips, but these 5 chips are labeled with plus signs, and we're calling this little square thing a chip. And these 5 chips are labeled with negative signs. That means that this represents 5 positive chips, or positive 5, and this is 5 negative chips, or negative 5. So we can indicate the sign of a number by using the appropriate sign on the chips. So let's determine the value indicated by the sets of the integer chips below. So starting with A, notice they're all positive chips and we have 3 of them. So this is positive 3, or again typically we just write 3 for positive 3. In part B, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 negative chips. So this represents negative 4. Now let's look at C. Well, here we have some positive chips and some negative chips. So what number would this represent? Well, think about a positive chip and a negative chip. If you have plus $1 and then a negative $1, these would cancel each other out. So any plus or minus pair cancels out. So we're going to circle plus or minus pairs, knowing that they would cancel each other out until we only have one type of signed chip. And notice these canceled, these canceled, these canceled. We're only left with positives. So a simplified version of these chips would just be 2 positive chips, or positive 2. Let's look at the next one. We have both positive and negative chips. There's just one positive chip. Let's cancel it out with a negative chip. Now the ones that are not circled are the ones that remain, and notice there's 4 negative chips. So this is equivalent to negative 4. And notice the one above D, part B, is also negative 4. So remember this idea of equivalence. Both of these expressions, their numerical quantity is equal to negative 4, but they are equivalent because we are representing them in different ways. So these are equivalent representations of the number negative 4. And in a lot of addition and subtraction problems, we're going to have situations like this where we'll need to simplify and realize that this is equivalent to negative 4.